I'd ask you how my hair looks, but I don't care. That's why I wear the hat. So did you get any further understanding from what I was telling you?
Yeah, a little bit. I'll follow up with some questions here in a second. Thank you.
That's going to be in your lens. There you go. You can look it all up at home, but I'll give you a run through if you want to look at the banner and I can answer your questions. Flat Earth evidence, look it up. Flat Earth evidence. Don't let them lie to you anymore. We are being lied to. You can look it up. Where's a drugstore around here? I need to know somebody who has Flat Earth evidence. The Flat Earth. Flat Earth evidence. Flat Earth evidence. Don't be afraid to look at the evidence.
All right, Marilyn.
Hey.
Can you answer a few questions for me now?
Okay, go ahead.
First, can you just tell me a little bit like why you got? Actually, can we just move a little bit so we
Sure.
can see the side?
Necessary labor time. All right.
I'll explain that one in a second.
You're working. I'm working too.
Yeah, can you just tell me a little bit like why you decided to come out here today and what you think, like why you think people need to hear this message?
Okay, so about 2.5 years ago, it was Easter of 16. I was on the internet and I saw Flat Earth and I totally rejected it. I didn't even look at it. Click off, you know. Second time I heard it, I said, oh, those poor delusional Christians. And I am one. I'm a Christian for a long, long time. So I was a creationist too. I had studied creation. Long time I've been preaching against evolution. And third time I heard it, I said, okay. If there's anything to this, there has to be a working model. And not long before that, like 2 months before that time, I had seen a movie by Robert Sungenis called The Principle. And it was about the geocenter. The globe is the center.
Geocentric model.
Thank you, geocentric. The globe is the center of our universe. But Sungenis still believed in the globe model. So I thought, okay, he had a working model, and now I see one for the Flat Earth having a working model. Now with Sungenis, his contained a little bit of fantasy, like things we couldn't see and test for ourselves. But so I didn't really, grab a hold of that and start preaching it. Even though I bought the movie. I can move this side.
No, it's okay.
I bought the movie, and I did pass the movie around. So then when I started studying this, I said, holy, this makes a whole lot more sense. And I can go test it myself. So it might be like a combination of the two where the Flat Earth is the center of the universe, whatever it is, okay? But it's flat and not a globe, like Sungenis says. So he might be half right, and Flat Earth is definitely right. I know it's a flat Earth. So I think we could get together and have, a meeting of the minds. There are people in our community who are talking to him right now, and it's really hard because he has a PhD or something, and it's really going to be difficult for him to come down from that place of self-importance. So, and that's the problem with a lot of educated people. I have on the handout here, what's the difference between being educated with lies and being uneducated? There's no difference. If you're educated with lies, you still know nothing. So, I am smart enough that this did not scare me to look into it, okay? I'll back up on that just a little, because I said, Lord God, if you want me to believe this, you got to give me.
2 = 5.
Thank you, dear. Hey, this is my interview. Go get your own banner.
I already got one.
All right, bye. So, you're going to edit, right? Okay.
Oh, you need some.
Thank you, darling.
What do you want?
So, my dad was a pilot, and he flew off aircraft carriers. And then he became a math teacher, and then other things. But he was a smart guy, and he was an honest guy. He died in '99. I came along. I have a college education in business and economics. And then my son was a physics major. My son's amazing. He can do all these math things in his head. And I still wonder. My youngest daughter, she plays that game 24 just for fun, you know, math things. So I was not afraid. Yeah, it's like it's natural, you know, just a curiosity. If you're not curious about this kind of stuff, then there's something, I think, missing in your life. You know, you gotta want to know things. You gotta investigate things. So if you're not doing that, I don't know. What brought me to this place of bringing these banners to Times Square? Well, we go out and we teach this to other people who don't know. It is our job, if we are given a gift, and I believe we were given a gift, to understand and know this. So if we don't go tell others, then we are selfish and greedy and self-centered, introspective, but we don't love humanity if we do not go out and share this. So we have to share the love. And that's what my purpose is, to share the love. If somebody wants to put me down and criticize me, that's okay, because I just have to love on them a little more, let them go their way. Sometimes it takes 3 times, like it did me, to hear something about this before I'll take it seriously. So I have to understand that about others. So, I touched that.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, so one of the other questions, and I think the gentleman over here brought up the same question, is like sort of the scientific proofs I can sort of rationally understand, and it makes sense to me. The one thing that I'm still not convinced about, I guess, is like the why. So, like, let's say somehow we were able to come up with concrete, irrefutable evidence that the Earth is flat.
Yeah, we did that.
Okay.
We had irrefutable evidence. I know your question.
Yeah.
Okay, we have irrefutable evidence that the Earth is flat. We take these banners to Ocean City, New Jersey, 20 miles south in Wildwood. We can see the water towers all the way down the bottom, and they should be under 200 feet of curvature. So, to me, that's enough. You look out, I take my levels out on, and I want you to get that in a minute. But I take the level just like my friend, the Plain Ranger over in England. You take that level, you go out to the horizon on the ocean, and there's no ounce of curvature. So why are they doing this? Well, first you have to define who they are, okay? But it's government. Government is really supposed to be to help people find out and do what they want to do with the fewest amount of problems. Do for the people what they cannot do for themselves, like build a road or a bridge that one person cannot do. You have to come together. So the people in government have figured out a way that, geez, we can use our legislative power to make money for ourselves. That's what they figured out. And throughout centuries in history, we have had governments that do that. They rape the people. That's what's happening. We are being raped. So what's the difference between being educated with lies and uneducation? No difference. They're using the lies to keep us subservient. We are all slaves working for the government, which we think we elect, but the Act of 1781 proves otherwise, because they turned the United States of America into a corporation. And now it's different. It's not for the people, it's of the people. If you look at it and study into that, there's a lot more things that this will open up for you. You have to look into.
Sure. I certainly sympathize with your points about like an authoritarian government or whatever, corruption, these kinds of things. But the point of my question was actually going to be, like, let's say it's accepted by the government establishment, by the scientific community, all these things. It's accepted that the Earth is flat. What changes? You know, how are things different?
Okay. All right. So right now we are being taught that we live on a spinning ball in a random universe that just kind of goes for infinity, and with this spinning ball, which happened by accident, they call it the Big Bang, a random explosion of nothing turned into all that they're teaching us in the school. So out of that comes evolution, okay? That's all part of this. Evolution is randomness, just by accident. So human beings are accidents. And they even call us mutations, right? No. You look at ancient writings, what do we get as an alternative? We get creator, created, special, loved. We are special beings, okay? So if that's all true, you don't think the consciousness of the people would change?
Right. I mean, I think that we are special beings. I think that's true. I disagree that there's I mean, I guess maybe I'm a little ambivalent towards whether or not there's a creator.
Well, this isn't about you, is it?
I know, but I'm saying that I think that you can have a special being created out of a random process, that nature gives forth a special being that's able to reflect on its own reality, that's able to transform reality, that's able to take nature, that's able to take all of the trees and grass and dirt
Before
and
you answer that
turn
question,
it into
can
this.
you tell me what the trans is?
Okay, so you view money and power and what man can create as a accomplishment, as something that makes us special. And the scriptures, ancient writings will tell you that all of man's accomplishments are nothing.
Well, what
Okay.
would you say distinguishes when you say that?
Excuse me.
Sorry, sir,
Honey,
please
let me, this is my interview. You're really making, I want to talk to this man. This is an interview here. Can you be
All
quiet?
accomplishments are nothing. The more you use
Sir,
them,
could you please step back?
Just please, you let me talk before. Please let me talk again, okay? Please.
I wrote for you, so I figured out your tongue to everybody in the world.
Thank you. Dave, help here.
Get rid of Stinky.
Never mind. We're not going to call them names. So, if you have this random big ball and evolution and all that, or you have a flat plane with a dome that everybody knew about and it was all created, okay, then you don't think the consciousness of the people would be totally different, and we would all treat each other with love and respect. We would make sure the hungry and the widows would be fed. You don't think that? You think the Catholic Church and all those trillionaires wouldn't spend $1 million to feed people?
I mean, I think that we're both recognizing similar problems. I'm saying that this is humanity's capacity to transform nature, but it's being transformed in a way that's like alien to the individual, right? Like, I didn't really have a say in how any of this was created, right?
No, but you admire it.
I don't. I mean, I do think it is spectacular. I mean, all these people around here are coming here because it's spectacular, right? It's awe-inspiring.
People's worth is by the size of their bank account. Has nothing to do with their birthright. Birthright is what counts. And that's, yes, our rights as a human being.
Sure. Yeah.
And we have to defend our rights as human beings. When we came here today, we had to defend our right to free speech. We have to defend our rights everywhere. You know, we have to. We are human beings, and we have to treat each other with love. Do you have one, honey?
The world's round. They use the idea the world's round.
Right.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. And now we're delighted.
So your side
All right, as soon as I'm done with her, I'll put the mic on you. Because we can't hear you saying any of that because the mic's on her. But, so I guess what would you say distinguishes human beings from animals? If you think that human beings are special creatures, as you say, like for me, what distinguishes human beings from an animal is that human beings are able to transform their reality. Right? They're able to conceive of a reality beyond their immediate reality and transform it into something else. The way that we transform it now happens in a totally like alienated way, in a way that's driven by profit, by money, that creates shit like this, right? When we could be doing things like feeding everyone or making sure everyone has a comfortable standard of living, things like that, right? But it's about taking control over the productive apparatus that society has created that can be directed in a way such that it benefits everyone. But
I think that the difference between humans and animals, at the very, very basic level, as humans have a concept of space and time, whereas animals are just in the moment. So they don't have long-range planning. Certainly a gorilla could build a lot, very strong, they could do things, but they don't have that long-range planning. The other thing is, they say that humans have a soul. I don't know. Certainly we can verbalize and articulate. I think our communication skills are pretty good. We have morals. We live by a code. Okay? Animals don't have that morality. They have instinct. So we're supposed to be living differently than the animals. I don't think we should be eating them, killing them like, I'm not 100% vegan or anything, but I think animals are being treated horribly. That's about what I know about that subject.
Well, I guess the reason I asked that question was to try to clarify your question about human beings being special creatures. Whereas, from my point of view, I don't think that we have to have been created or have to live on a geocentric model of the universe or a flat Earth or any other thing for humans to be special creatures.
Okay.
But you seem to think the opposite.
Well, yeah, because if everybody saw the flat plane with the dome, we would all be looking for the Creator. Without the Creator, where are we going to be looking? We're going to be looking towards government. Government is then God. If government is God, then they have ultimate authority. And the authority is not with each of us and with our Creator. So if you want everybody to unite and unify, then you better get right with God or the Creator, right? So it's a different way. The trillionaires, now they have their own armies. They can go out and hunt down and kill anybody they want. Who knows, I might not be here tomorrow. But, so, are they God? Do they have that power to judge between life and death? Do they? No. If we all were submitting to Creator, then we would tell them, no, you don't have that authority, and we are not listening to you, and we are not going to do what you say, and you are not going to steal the gold out of Fort Knox, and you are not going to do this and that, right? You look at the founding of our country. All the founding fathers died horrible deaths because they caught up to them. But that's what we need to do, is stand up and speak truth, always speaking truth. I'm going to go one step further. In the scripture it says, Jesus is truth. But what do we find in the churches? Oh yeah, it was true that Jesus came to earth, and that's about as far as they're going to put Jesus in a box. No. Jesus is all truth, everywhere. So are you seeking truth? Are you seeking Jesus? That's what it means to me. Am I going to seek truth? I want truth right there. I want truth over there. Truth everywhere.
So for you, there is like a clear theological dimension to this, or religious dimension to this. But I know some flat earthers are agnostics.
There's a clear truth to this. It's a truth. This is why I love this, because it's provable. It's scientific. It's tangible. You can touch it. You can prove it. And I just love this.
But there's plenty of things that you can talk that are.
You cannot prove a globe. You cannot prove the spinning globe unless you truly trust in NASA. NASA in Hollywood is where you find the globe. You want to go believe in NASA, which means to deceive? Nah, I'm tired of lies. Lying to children is child abuse. So yeah, I'm not into that. Nope, I'm not a devil worshiper. Satan is the great deceiver. He's the head of the lies. I don't want that. Not in my life. So you have another question now?
No, I mean.
I think I got that, huh?
What?
I finally answered your question.
Yeah, I think it was just like, because for me, I mean, it's just that question. So, like the flat Earth, thinking that the Earth is flat, I guess you are saying, like, gives people something to grasp onto.
See, you're putting it, no. You're putting it in terms of it's a religion. No, it's not a religion when you can go and prove it.
No, I'm not saying.
Okay, well, your terminology is making fun of it. I don't like that.
I'm not making fun of it at all. I'm saying your conception of it is that it's religious. That's what you're saying.
No.
I'm not saying that the faith in the Earth being flat is a religious. Your understanding of reality is a religious one. You were just saying truth is.
You know what I say when I tell people? I say this backs up. This supports the biblical text.
Sure.
It supports it. But I'm not saying that everybody who comes to flat Earth believes the Bible, because there's a lot who don't. But they do accept there had to have been a creator. Now you go find out who your creator is.
Can you ask her a question? Yeah.
My question is, what is about sailboats? Because one of my friends sailed to China from here.
Okay.
And then if the Earth is flat, then how can they around sail the
Exactly
Earth?
the same way.
So it is
You're going in a circle. No, you're going in a circle.
Thinking of it like this.
Right. Here's the United. Where did he start? All right. Here's China. Where did he start from?
I don't even think that
Here's China, right here. Where did he start from? Florida? Okay. Did he go through the Panama Canal? Or did he go around the tip of South America? This is the way you go. All the oceans are contiguous. They all touch each other. All the oceans. So you just go around. And the same thing on a globe, except the globe, you're going around.
Okay, but if you are going around, then it is like circle, it is like a globe.
No, there's a difference.
The plane doesn't have to travel like that. The planes all usually go straight.
The
When you're in a
planes.
plane, when you leave, that's when it's turning.
Yep,
And
yep.
when you land, that's when it's turning. But for
Yep.
the most part, when you're in the sky, it's going straight. It never, if it's traveling at 500 miles per hour,
Yep.
and if it was going around the curve, you'd be constantly going down in the plane.
A woman in the Philippines was pregnant. She was flying to Los Angeles. Philippines to Los Angeles. They stopped in Alaska when she came into labor. If this was a globe, they would have gone this way.
couldn't be possible.
You gotta look into this. All the videos are down at the bottom.
Half the time on a plane, you could be either going up or going down. And it never,
Did you get this?
You never feel the plane going down.
You don't feel it going up. Well, you go to the
Mike,
I emailed
I'm
you.
Marilyn. Yeah.
Marshall X.
Yeah, how are you?
Nice, good.
Good to
I'm
see
friends
you.
with Josh.
Okay.
So,
Awesome.
I gave him the banner. I
Awesome.
watch.
follow the sun.
Yeah, great.
So
Great.
I'm about. That's my shirt. I just came from
It really doesn't matter.
Denver. I'm on over the pole. I'm
Over
on
the
that
poles?
flight.
Really?
You know about that flight?
Yeah, oh, they're gonna go over North Pole?
South Pole, North Pole, supposedly.
Oh.
So I'm on that. It costs like $12,000, $20,000 for a business class.
Wow.
So
That's awesome.
yeah, I'm wondering why no one's talking about exploring beyond. You know.
That's excellent. Excellent.
So I have the community, exploringagain.com.
Okay.
Come check it out. It's an open community.
Okay.
You know, they're trying to contain us, and if no one's talking about exploration, they're still behind the green screen. You know.
And I say think the same thing about the flat Earth community. If they're not talking about activism and getting out there and talking to the people, then they just want the clicks.
Yeah.
I'm not done with that kind of thing. Am I still recording?
Glad you.
Oh, this is awesome.
Pennsylvania?
Yes.
You're,
Yeah, I am.
Oh, now we're gonna be on.
Don't you want to? Oh, sorry. So yeah, I just figured I wanted to go every place we could. We went to Center City, Philadelphia. You know, down Ocean City. We're just going. So awesome. I have some. Do you want a handout to hand out to people? I have a lot more. I'll get more. I want you to take a video of this.
Okay. Can I unhook the mic from you there?
Oh, sure.
Sorry, I think we were kind of talking past each other there a little bit. I wasn't.
No, I'm not upset with you. I talk loud. And I'm just trying to.
That's okay.
You know.
I sensed you were getting kind of frustrated.
No, don't. I do.
Yeah.
I got to work on that.
That's okay. Just because I was disagreeing with you doesn't mean that I was trying to make fun of you.
Yeah, but I'm so into. I
know there are a lot of people that are.
I was on a
bad
commercial.
intentions, you know.
I was on a commercial from the first conference, and they put this funny music on there. And they made fun of us.
Yeah.
So I hope it's a good interview, and they don't make fun. You don't make fun of us.
Yeah.
So.
No, absolutely. That's not my intention. I think that's the mistake a lot of people that are trying to document this are doing, are not taking the approach that you guys are taking seriously. Like, they just immediately write it off rather than trying to actually understand what the ideas are.
They're afraid of it.
And I'm trying to, if I'm being like,
are you doing this for college or something?
No, I'm doing it just because I'm interested. Like so I was a philosophy major. I'm actually a Marxist. That's like where
you know who the Marxists are? Do you know who they are?
Who are they?
The Bolsheviks.
Yeah, I do know who the Bolsheviks are.
They are the fake Jews, the Pharisees.
Yeah.
They're Pharisees. They're the fake Jews. They're not the real Torah Jews. They are the Talmud Jews. They are the Pharisees.
Many of the Bolsheviks were Jewish, but I think well, anyway.
Yeah, but they're the wrong. They're fake ones. They're not the real Jews from the Old Testament.
Right. Anyway,
so that's who they are. So take a video of this.
Yeah.
So get your camera just like right about this level.
I don't know if I can get it up this high.
Well, lift it up. It should go quick. Now this will show. Can you see that little sign above it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm recording now.
Did it disappear? You see the sunset because the moisture in the atmosphere magnifies it. And it looks like it's going down when it's really, you can see, it's just going away. It's a flat surface. We don't know what our eyes are looking at. Thank you to Rob Skiba for this experiment. And I just adapted it to outside here.
Thank you.
Hey, do you guys want to man this experiment? You could stand here and say, hey, look at this.
Pull the string in the back?
Well, I talk to them and I say, this is why did you ever see it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so I just say, this is why you think Thank you so much. What's your name again?
I'm Taylor.
Taylor?
Yeah, do you have a card or something, an email, if I can like maybe send you some follow-up questions? It's on there. I got one of these, so it's on the website.
This is my YouTube channel.
Okay.
Or I run both of these pages, so you can put a question there and I'll get it. Or
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Okay. So yeah, just if I send people over here, just say, just go like this.
Well, you gotta hear something. We believe all the shit, so it hasn't. I'm standing over there, and the people are saying that you're nuts. They're like, that lady's fucking nuts. You hear the shit she saw? They don't.
No, I know.
You
it doesn't
can't. It's a
matter.
shame, but you can't change somebody's gotta. I mean, I never went to college, but I'm no fucking professor, and I can see, and it bothers me that they're teaching our kids.
That's child abuse, lying to kids. You know, all you have to say is, "Oh, did you ever look into it? Did you ever look into
Do you really
it?"
think it's a control thing with the government and yeah? But this is a big conspiracy. You know, you're talking one of the biggest conspiracies.
In the end times, did you ever read the Bible? It says, in the end times, there will be a great delusion.
Well, no, I understand.
This is the biggest one.
Look at the Romans. If they didn't like what you thought or did back in the day, they crucified you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, shit's been going on for a long time.
Right.
But it does,
Well,
I
that's
think you're
what
right. It does make a difference.
Yeah, it does make a difference. Did I answer that one pretty good?
Yeah, no, you did good.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Good. It's a shame that other people don't see it that way.
You can hand out some of these if you'd like.
No, I don't want to.
All right. I want you guys to get together, exchange each other's Facebook names together with this girl. There's one girl here who's handing out stuff. And have a meetup every once in a while. Say, hey, coming to New York. Okay, so do that.
We got to fall into it already.
Schedule. Do you have meetups?
No, we just talk on the phone all the time.
Well, no, get some other people together. Say, let's have a meetup every month or something. Go to a restaurant, just talk. That's how you get things growing and growing. And you can buy these banners on his website. So you can do this. It's easy. I would love to just get started up here. It's a long way for me to come.
Where are you, Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, near Lansdale.
How far is that?
Culpsville, interchange of the Turnpike.
How far of a ride?
2.5, 3 hours. I went to Point Pleasant, where he is, 2 nights ago. It was an hour and a half. I'd like to get groups going everywhere, and then...
We're from Long Island. We're not from the city.
Well, you can do it over there.
Yeah.
You have the ocean over there.
We do.
So you can start.
We've done a lot of things.
Hey, with the ferry ride being the cost of a subway ticket, everybody can get over there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a beautiful ferry ride. I had a guy bring me up last July. So start talking to people.
It's a shame that all these people are walking around.
It doesn't matter. They had to hear it first somewhere. You even just say the words flat earth and it'll be in their brain. It goes in their ear. Faith come by hearing, hearing by the word of God. And this is the word of God. If you believe it or not, it is. It's about creation.
Well, how do you believe only certain stuff in the Bible and not everything? He said he built this place. He said, rests on pillars. I don't
know. I'm just going to talk about what I know.
It's got to be. I mean, who made the dome? That's got to be something that.
Same guy who made the flat plane. He fashioned it, it says.
I can't believe these people really believed it was spinning around at 6,000 miles an hour.
But we believed it too, honey.
I know.
We were the same place. We have to love them and have compassion and pity. That's what we have to do.
It's not an overnight thing.
No. You have to hear something 3 times before you take it serious. Really. Do you need more cards?
He showed me a video
Hand them out.
He showed me a video of Buzz Aldrin. I don't know if you've seen the
Oh,
one.
that's so pitiful.
Is that taking out of context
It's so
now,
pitiful.
or is that really?
Pitiful. Can I hand you one of these?
Hey,
I'm Sandy. I contacted you through
Hi.
YouTube. How's
How
it
you
going?
doing?
Good.
Good. I'm glad you came out. I love you. I would say I love your ball, but I don't want you to take it wrong.
I know.
So I hand these out.
Sure.
So you want to know what I'm handing out. And I have about a few more if you want one. Hi, would you like one? Oh, are you? Oh, I wasn't flirting with him, really.
Oh, no, that's
So
okay.
this is awesome.
You can flirt with them.
Oh, can I? Oh, I love that. Thanks. They're safe. Married men are safe, right?
Yeah.
So do you steer them all to the idea that you're a believer, or you just kind of?
I go as far as say that it had to be created. I want everybody to decide for themselves. I'm a born again believer, but I don't want to tell anybody what to think. Or when you get into the God thing, then they all go, oh, well, this is just religion. No, this is science. You go, I'll take you to creator or created, and then you go the rest of the way. That's how I deal with that.
God bless.
Yeah.
Because it came back for me for reading the Bible, and then it struck me, what did Moses think? Then you look up ancient. Most of the history of the church believed this. Up until 1500s, almost all the church believed it. And then the Jesuits, I'm sure you saw.
Are you on Facebook?
Yes, we have to friend.
Come here.
Because I'm constantly.
Hey guys, I want you all to exchange your Facebook information.
Last time, Jersey.
We live around
Long Island. You guys, I mean, if you're close, please exchange your information and connect with each other, email or whatever. Please do that.
Doing proofs on Facebook.
Hold on one second. You put out the dinosaurs out on the ground to spread them out on the ground?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, Brian, yes.
What's that?
Yeah. Here they are.
You know Rick Hummer, right?
Here.
Head of FBI Police.
Is it Brad or Brian? Brad, here. This is your brother's stuff. That's good. Roll them out. Yeah, I just had an interview. I don't think I do. Do you have a pen?
I was hanging out with him at the conference.
That's something I didn't bring, a pen. Is there a drugstore? I'm going to go to a drugstore. Is there a drugstore? Which one?
The Walgreens on the ground floor of that building, and there's a Dwayne Reed this way around 49, 50th on the left.
Oh, I want the
Kind of
shortest
equidistant.
distance. Where is it? Where's the
I'd
Walgreens?
say right in this building on the ground floor. They're kind of equidistant.
Where all the video things are?
Yeah.
In the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I could make that. I could hand out some on the way.
Right up.
All right, I'm going to tell Dave.
Right.
Where'd Dave go?
Right here.
No, wrong Dave. You're Zoomer. Y'all have something to take home? Information? You have something to take home and look at?
I'm good. I was just trying to see.
Well, this has the same video on it, the 200 proofs, and you can look that up.
Oh, okay.
And it has all the numbered blocks coincide with what's on the video. But we just bring this out and talk about it.
Sure.
And this is a flat Earth map.
Okay.
North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. And look at all these logos. All use a flat Earth map. But you know what they leave off? Antarctica.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot to this. Here's a curvature formula. We should not see Chicago across Lake Michigan 60 miles. 1,700 feet, and it's not hidden. There's a lot to this, but I hope you look into it. Look, reflecting on a flat surface is a line. But if it's curved like the ball, it would only be like a little spot. So there's scientific evidence. And we're not being taught that in the schools. The other side is different, so please look at that. I'm going down to the drugstore. He said there's down underneath that middle building, there's a drugstore. I'm going to get some throat lozenges and a pen. Do you have a pen? Because this guy here with the globe, the guy with the globe wants a pen. So yeah, I'm going to go get some lozenges.
That was all mine. That's not cut from water. It wouldn't be shaped like that. I know a lot about engineering, and that was all mine. They were mine to make something.
Okay.
First time we've done
Does somebody want to wear this?
Final Frontier. I don't have it down.
Okay. Okay. Oh, here. What is it, Mike again? No.
Sandy.
Sandy. This is Dave Gessner.
Hey, Dave.
He runs the website Flat Earth 101.
Okay.
You can get the banners there
What part of Jersey?
right near Allentown.
Oh yeah, I'm in Blairstown.
Blairstown? We're like neighbors.
I know.
Oh my gosh, you gotta
Get together.
get your information.
Actually, so that's it's Flat Earth. I can get you.
It's down here at the bottom.
It's all over everything.
He makes the banners. I design them and he makes them.
You know, because I'm a chiropractor. I'm thinking. I used to do a lot of conferences. I was a new agent. I used to do all these new. I had I used to give speeches. Now I want to go back to make amends, and I think this is a good way to bring him in.
It's awesome.
Because chiropractors they're on the brink of realizing a lot of the information's a lie.
Are you the chiropractor that doesn't take insurance?
No.
There's another guy that is strictly cash I've heard about.
I used to own a Shenza Wellness Center, which was a big holistic. I had 15 employees, medical, yoga teachers. I used to summon orbs. I did it all until darkness came in, and then Jesus saved me.
Ah!
It was bad.
Jesus is truth.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. Chiropractors usually are into more holistic type.
But the challenge is, though, it's the beautiful side of evil. Joanna Michelson, I don't know if you know, but she wrote a book back in the 60s. She was with a Mexican shaman, healer. And people come to me, I could tell you all the psychic information, and I could heal you from the devil. I mean, that's why I built up a big following.
Yeah.
It all came crashing down.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here. Get some people, anybody who looks at this display, walk up to them and just talk to them. Okay, good.
I've been doing this a long time.
Okay, good.
Dave, yep. I'm stuck. I'm sorry. And Tate, Tavy, and you're Tim and Gail. Okay, good. Yeah.
Information you can look up yourself. Let me see if they have something over here. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't think I need that.
Flat Earth information? You can look it up yourself. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I need some throat lozengers. Do you have anything like that?
Newspaper stand, right there. See it right there?
Okay. Oh, goody. Good, good, good. I need some throat lozengers. Something for my throat. Holes. Okay, let me see. Ricola. Ricola, what's that? Lemon. Cherry. I think I'll do this. Cherry honey. Okay. And I need something to drink too. What do we got? Okay, this and the Ricola is
$4.77.
Thank you. Here, this is what we're doing right behind you. We have set up out there. Come out and look at it. I have to sit down for a second. Dave! David! I can spot him. You have to forgive me for yelling at you. Like, Dave, Dave, Dave.
What's that? What's that?
It's a waffle with peanut butter.
I didn't see the waffle under there, man.
Peanut butter and walnuts, huh? What is this?
That whole thing is all illegal.
No, it's not.
Separately, it's perfectly legal, not all mixed together.
I don't know.
I think something's playing
So do you and your brother live together?
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How come you're not mowing the lawn?
Mowing the lawn? I should be mowing the lawn.
He said his lawn has been neglected.
Oh, yeah. It's like a foot and a half high.
Give them the paper. Give them the paper.
Dude, I'll tell you, this thing has